Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are diving into an exciting topic, how to leverage the power of Google Gemini API with UiPath. We will cover everything from obtaining your API keys to processing invoices using both PDFs and images. So let's get started. First thing first, how to get API keys for Gemini. Go to your browser. Here you need to search AI Studio Google. Then you need to go to this link aigoogle.dev AI Studio. You need to scroll a little bit on this page. You need to click over here, get your API key. Okay. Once you are on this page, you need to click on create API key. So I already created a project in my environment, so it is not asking me for the same. But I think when you go for the first time, you need to create a project also. It's simple, another click over there, but my project is already created. So yeah, then I will click on create API key in existing project. Awesome. The key is created. Now I will show you how we can utilize this in our UiPath. To use any kind of APIs, we will be requiring a package called UiPath Web API.activities package. Once you download this package, you need to search HTTP. Then there is this activity called HTTP request. If I click on configure over here, I can see what all things that we will require. We will require an endpoint URL. Then we will be defining what kind of method that we will be using and everything. But there is a shortcut to this. I will show you that. So let's go to your browser. Refresh the browser once again. You get this curl. So curls are basically commands that makes our life easy. So basically, you can copy that. We can import this into UiPath. Click on import, paste it over here. Click on validation success, import. So all our data is already filled over here. No need to make any changes over here. But only thing that is missing, if we click it over here, is your API key. I'll copy that also. Copy. Okay. Okay. Now I'll click on preview. Let's see what we get. Okay, so I got a message saying invalid JSON payload received. Okay, so we need to fix this. Uh, I'll click on OK. So we need to give any kind of prompt to our Gemini. But how we will give this prompt is by using a JSON file, by using a JSON input. So for that, we'll be putting our JSON into this body. So I will show you a basic example of how we can use the prompt. So basically the prompt will look like this, contain part text. In the text field, we need to give whatever the prompt that we want to give. Basically, I will give one prompt. What is the meaning of life? I will save this prompt. Basically, it's a text file in this format. And so we need to read this text file. We'll use activity called read text file. Pick up that file, basic prompt. Okay, output to be prompt. Okay, then I need to give this prompt to our body over here. Prompt Gemini. Okay. Also, once we give the prompt, we also need to get output of it from it, right? So output we will receive into response content over here. So for that also, we will create a variable called response content, And so in API, there are different kind of codes that once you interact with any kind of API that you get. So I will also create a variable for response code. So once which is both variables are created, let's see what we get. Message box, response, content, response code. So this one here, save, and let's run it. Let's see what we get. Okay, so the response code we got is 200, and let's see what output we get. Okay, so we got the output in the JSON format. So I have asked the question, what is the meaning of life? I got the answer for it. The meaning of life, the question has puzzled many philosophers and thinkers for centuries. Okay, this is the fun part of it. Okay, so as you can see, we got this in a JSON format where you can see we have got like answer to our question. Also, safety ratings are there. Also, token count is also there. So let me explain what all this is to you guys. Click on OK. Finish. This is as simple as that. So okay, so I was talking about, yeah. So any kind of API that we interact with, there are this standard response code. As we have seen that we got 200. 200 is like our request was successful. 201 is a request is created. 204 when there's no content. Also, most of you have seen these, responses like 400, 401, 403, forbidden and all. Also, uh, besides of API response, we also saw there was a safety rating. So if I go to over here, you see we saw something like this. We got reply over here, we got, and then we saw safety rating over here, which was categorized into different things. So this is basically to get proper responses and harmful content should not be spread. That is why it is there. And also we saw that in our JSON output, we got like total prompt count, candidate total count, and total count. So why this is important is I will tell you. Separating, I think it's very standard, negligible for low and medium. So any kind of content that is divided into these categories. Why token count is important? That I wanted to tell you guys is because any kind of API that we consume, uh, the cost of it is, most of this API is determined by using how much of token count that we have consumed. So token count is divided into, number of tokens in the input, like prompt token count at the prompt that we have given. Also, number of tokens in the generated response. So whatever the response that we got is candidate token count, and both of this addition of this to total count is the total count that we will be using. Okay, so this is just a basic information that I wanted to give you guys. Uh, Next, let's see. So I think this was pretty simple and easy step to create a connection with Gemini API. So let's get one step deeper into it. Now I want to process a PDF. I want to process a PDF and to make it more of a use case, I want to process a PDF and to also fill the values. So basically, I will be processing an invoice PDF and fill those values into an application. So for that, I have created this flow that I wanted to show you. Uh, and later on, we will be filling these values into an application, also a simple application that I have created in class. Okay. So first activity that I use is read PDF. So I took this PDF called invoice PDF. Uh, I will show you the PDF. So this is a basic PDF that I have taken. I took it from the internet, which has all the values like invoice number, order number, invoice. Pretty simple invoice where total your VAT and everything is there. So I'll be recording this invoice into our application by using a Gemini API for extraction. Okay. Uh, then by reading this PDF text, I'll be giving that. Uh, then I need to give this text to our prompt. So we have to. I have configured a different prompt for this. I will show you the prompt also. Okay. So the prompt looks like this. Uh, in the text part, I'll be replacing the PDF text that we read from our PDF activity over here. And this text is my prompt, which I have created, which basically tells our API, tell our Gemini API to give me details of that particular invoice in this format. So basically, I said extract the following invoice detail in a JSON format, where supplier name, invoice number, PO number, invoice the total value, VAT amount, including confidence score between a range of 0 to 1. So I'll be getting this in this format only. Basically, this prompt is I've created by very much trial and error. So yeah, let's get into it. So like our basic video, this I read the PDF, then I read the prompt. I'll be replacing the PDF data that I told you. After getting the data into textual format, we'll be replacing it in our prompt, and then we will be feeding that prompt to our HTTP request. So here in the body, I have got this updated prompt. Okay, then I'll be writing down my response in response content, similar response code, whatever I will get. The new thing over here is, so the you saw how we get our reply, right? In a JSON format. So we will get a response something like this. So we have our answer to our question over here, but we will get all of this information. But we only need this much part of the information. For that, we need to deserialize the JSON. So yeah, so I will feeding the output into deserialized JSON, and then we will get it into JSON object. We'll get the output into JSON object, and then again, uh, after getting the output, I have removed the useless part using a replace string over here. And again, I have deserialized that response over here so that only what part that I needed, like supplier number, invoice number, PO number from that response will be remaining. So I assign all this response to our variables and which I have displayed into a message box, and then just a simple flow that I've created for adding all this information into our application. Awesome. So let's run this and see what we get. Okay, so response code 200 I got, 200 is for success. Okay, so we got this information. So let's check whether it is correct or not. If I go to my PDF and check name of my supplier is demo slice invoices, which is correct. Invoice number is over here. Order number is over here. Date here. 8.05 is my tax, and total amount is 93.50. Okay. Then next step, click on OK. Then the simple application I've created will feed all this information into application. Click on submit. Yeah, our data got successfully submitted into our application. Okay, so this was the example for PDF. Quite simple, and you also saw the prompt for the same. So we will be giving two prompts over here, the PDF data, along with that the instruction, what kind of data that we will be we want for our output. Awesome. Next, we will look into how to process an image file using Gemini. Okay, everything remains the same. Only part that will be changing is here I have given my image path over here, and again the prompt will be changing for this one because we will be giving a image over there. And for our language model to understand, we need to convert that image into a text, basically a base 64 string that we need to convert. For that, I've used this expression where I'll be reading the file and then I will be converting into a base 64 string. Then we'll be replacing it in our body. The image will be replacing it on our body of our prompt that I will show you. A same similar kind of request, and then again in the body part we will be giving our prompt. Again response. Again we deserialize the same. We will get the JSON object, and we remove the useless part from it. Again, we deserialize it again. We get all the information from it, and again we feed it to our application. But the only thing changes is over here is we are reading it from image and not PDF. Okay, uh, I'll show you the prompt for that. Okay, so this is the prompt. Again, here contain parts text where what kind of what kind of format that I want for this in our prompt. I have mentioned over here. Here inline data MIME type. So here we can give image JPG, whatever type that you want to give, you can give. And here at the base 64, so we converted the data into base 64. We will be replacing it over here. So that is why the replace is over here. So in our body, it will be replacing it with our base 64 string, and that we will be feeding it over Gemini. So let's see, let's run this. Uh, for that, I will also show you the image, what image I will be using. I think I'm using the same image, just it's in a image format now. Okay, awesome. Let's run it. Let's see. Okay, 200 for correct. All the data is also correct. We checked last time. We feed it into our application. Awesome. Great. So I thought this was quite fun, and this is something that I learned something new, and I wanted to. Yeah, I felt like sharing with it with everyone. So yeah, this is my first video. Mhm. Okay, I'll be also sharing all the code into a repository, and you can go ahead and check it over there. Thank you so much.